We are doing something very interesting today. I have picked up a list of 10 premium credit cards and we are going to rate them from 10 to 1. Folks, welcome back to the channel. I am Niraj. I am a partner at Holistic Prime Wealth, which is an investment management firm. And I also talk about credit cards and personal finance on this channel. Before we start, let us set some ground rules. What exactly is a premium credit card? So simply put, a premium credit card is one which has an annual fee of 9,999 plus GST. Why not 10,000? Simply because, a lot of cards are priced at 9,999, for psychological purposes. So with that in place, let us start understanding these cards. One more thing to note, we are going to talk about 3 cards. The fees, the standout features on this card, and for who does these cards make sense. And also note guys, these are my ratings only based on my personal usage and my personal spends. You may be a different, in a different league, you may be spending a lot of money. You can, probably, certain cards may be number 1 for you, certain cards may be number 10 for me. So, this rating should not be taken as a writing on the wall, right? So make sure that you make use of your independent judgment as well. With that in place, let us start. We will first talk about card number 10, which is the SBI Aurum credit card. This card comes with an annual fee of 10,000 rupees plus GST. The reward rate on this card is 1% only, but there are a lot of milestone spends. Milestones of 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees and another milestone at 20 lakh rupees. If you are able to spend up to 20 lakh rupees, the effective reward rate on this card goes up to 2.75%. So who does this card make sense for, right? I don't think this card makes sense for anybody, right? Because there are other cards in the list which people can get if you are a high spender. But if you are someone who is not able to get the other cards that we are going to talk about today, then you could go for this card, right? Because 20 lakh rupees worth of spends can get you reasonable rewards. Another thing to note, apart from the annual milestones that we are talking about, you will also earn 1500 rupees worth of Tata Click vouchers on spending 1 lakh rupees per month on this card. So the effective reward rate, if you can spend minimum 1 lakh rupees per month and a total of 20 lakh rupees on this card, the effective reward rate will go up to 4.25%. What are the milestones? Let us understand those as well. On hitting 5 lakhs, you will earn 5,000 rupees worth of Tata Click vouchers. On hitting 10 lakhs, you will earn 10,000 rupees worth of Taj vouchers. On hitting 20 lakhs, you will earn 20,000 rupees worth of Apple vouchers. So not a great card and not a bad card also. If you're somebody who is spending a lot of money, then you can consider this card. And that's the card at number 10 for us. Which is the card at number 9 for us? Let us come to the card at number 9. This is the American Express Platinum Charge card. This card comes with an annual fee of 66,000 rupees plus GST. On signing up for this card directly on the MX website, you will get a lot of vouchers, but it will be less than 60,000 rupees only. But do note that right now MX has stopped all applications. So even if you want the card, you will not be able to get it. But it is good that you understand the card in detail, and for that I have done a lot of videos in the channel. I am sharing all the links in the description box below. Not only that, I have spoken about this card in my newsletters as well, which people are totally loving. People who have subscribed annually now have started asking me for conversion into lifetime subscription for the newsletter. So if you are interested, you can check that out. The link is there. You can also access all the past newsletters as well. So for who does this card make sense? Firstly, do not apply for this card directly on the website. This card, generally what MX has been doing so far, they have been sending upgrade offers to existing card holders of MX. So try to get a card like Platinum Travel Card and then wait for an offer, because the reward rate that will be given on the upgrade offer is going to be higher than what you will get by applying directly. This card has a good reward rate of 3x points on international spends. Apart from that, there are no milestone based benefits on this card, unlike the other cards, right? So this card makes sense for people who travel a lot internationally and also who spend a lot on luxury things like bags and watches, because luxury products also have a higher reward rate of somewhere between 10x to 20x. Again, I've talked about those in my other videos. So at number 8, we also have an interesting card. We are talking about the Axis Magnus Burgundy credit card. The card comes at an annual fee of 30,000 rupees plus GST, and against this joining fees you will get 5,000 rupees worth of vouchers. My god. It's a very low joining benefit on this card. But getting this card is not easy, guys, because you need to have a very high relationship value with Axis Bank. So, let me list out the relationship value for you. I'm also sharing it on the screen here. Average quarterly balance of 10 lakh rupees or a total relationship value of 30 lakh rupees, right? Which can include time deposits or bank money in the bank, right? Average relationship value of 30 lakh rupees through, say, demat holdings, or say salary credit of 3 lakh rupees per month. If you can get any of these, you will be eligible for the card. Now, what are the standout features on the card? The card will give you 12 points for every 200 rupees spent on all regular spends, and 60 points on every 200 rupees spent on the Axis Travel Edge platform. And not only this, you will also get a higher reward on spending more than 1.5 lakh rupees per month on this card, wherein the reward rate goes straight away from 12 points to 35 points for every 200 rupees spent. That's why this card becomes a no-brainer for very high net worth individuals, because unlike the normal Axis Magnus, the transfer ratio on this card is at 5:4 instead of 5:2 right now. So if you can satisfy any of the TRV, the relationship value requirements on the card, then you should definitely go for it. I have marked it at number 8 because it's very hard to get right now. On number 7, we have the Yes Bank Marquee credit card. The fees on this card is 9,999 rupees plus GST, and you will get welcome benefit worth 10,000 rupees on this card. You will get an annual fee waiver of on spending 10 lakh rupees on this card. Not only this, the renewal fee is only at 4,999 rupees plus GST, and you will also get renewal benefit worth 5,000 rupees on the card. So all in all, you will get compensated for the rewards that you earn. The card is good for people who spend online, because online spends will get you 4.5% reward rate on this card, which is great, right? And then there are no caps, unlike say the SBI cashback credit card, wherein the maximum rewards that you can earn is only up to 5,000 rupees on the card, right? So if you're somebody who's spending online a lot, then this card could be for you. So we have put it at number 7 because a lot of people can spend online and earn 4.5%. I have seen many people have a lot of spends online, right? So if you're somebody who has online spends, go for it. Again, this card could have been at number 10 and SBI, other card may have been at number 7. Again, very, very subjective, right? So we are not writing anything on the wall here. Now let us come to the card at number 6. The card at number 6 is the HSBC Premier credit card, which comes at an annual fee of 12,000 rupees plus GST. This card will compensate you for the renewal fee with a 12,000 rupees worth of Taj voucher. But again, HSBC also has a qualifying criteria on this card, which is similar to what Axis has, right? 3 lakh rupees worth of salary, 40 lakh rupees worth of, average quarterly balance or fixed deposits or demat account holdings, or 1.15 crores worth of loan. The great thing about this card is that you will get 3% reward rate on all spends, right? Recently they introduced a cap on certain spends, again popping it up on the screen, but otherwise, even with the cap, this card, could be a great addition if you are somebody who's not able to get the HDFC Infinia credit card, right? Because Infinia also has a base reward rate of 3.3%, and somebody who is not getting the Infinia can definitely look at this card because of the base reward rate. Otherwise, if you get the Axis Magnus Burgundy credit card, go for it, right? That's why we have this at number 6. At number 5, we have the ICICI Times Black credit card. The Times Black credit card is at 5 because of its very high joining fees, which is at 20,000 rupees plus GST. The card gives you 6x reward points on voucher purchases up to 1 lakh rupees per month. The vouchers like Amazon and Flipkart have a cap of 12,000 rupees per month on this card. For who does this card make sense? If you are somebody who has a lot of spends on excluded categories, right? Say government spends, right? Taxes. The card will also give you 2% reward rate on these kind of spends also. So if you're somebody who has these kind of spends, then you can look at this card. If you're somebody who will constantly buy a lot of vouchers, then you can look at this card. But otherwise, the IP may not make sense for a lot of users. I actually got this card and I did a detailed review. The card made total sense when I got this card, simply because there was no cap on the Amazon Pay vouchers, and now they have put a cap, which is unreasonable. In fact, I also raised a complaint with the ICICI on this. We'll see what happens. The next card is the ICICI Emeralde Private Metal Credit Card. It does not make sense because this card gives you a higher reward rate compared to Times Black, and this card has a lower membership fee of 12,499 rupees plus GST. But this card is very difficult to get because this is an invite only card, and I am also trying to get this card. If I get it, I will do a detailed review on this card. So the card will give you, a higher reward rate of 18% on voucher purchases compared to 12% on Times Black, and everything else is largely similar to Times Black, right? So we'll not go much into detail, but this card should stand out at number 4 position for us simply because of its lower fee and very high reward rate. But since it's difficult to get, again, I could put it at 10 also, right? So like I said, the list is not written in wall. Number 3, 2, 1. All cards are from the same house of HDFC. So at number 3, I'm putting HDFC Infinia because very difficult to get card, but a great card which gives you 5x reward points up to 15,000 points every month, which is like 16.5% on spends. This card also gives you reward points on the insurance spend. This card also gives you, recently, I used the Infinia card that I have and also got the Forex credit card which gives me 5x reward point on Forex purchase also. So all in all, a great card, but since it's very difficult to get, again, we're putting it at number 3. Number 2, at number 2, we will put a card called HDFC Diners Black Metal Credit Card, because this card is better than Infinia, because if you are a high spender, right, if you are spending a lot of money, if you can spend 4 lakh rupees on butter, then you will earn base reward rate of 5.3% on this card, right? So if you have these kind of spends, then go for Diners Black Metal rather than Infinia, right? The only downside is that the 5x reward point that you earn on this card has a lower cap of 10,000 points, I think, on the card, right? But otherwise, a great card to use. Honestly, for me, at number 1, I have the HDFC Business Black credit card, which comes at an annual fee of, again, 10,000 rupees plus GST. This card gives me 5x reward points on tax payments also. Again, I've done a detailed video. If you are somebody who runs a business, then you should definitely get this card, right? The base reward rate on this card is 3.3%. It's almost similar to Infinia, right? So you can earn 7,500 worth of accelerated rewards on tax payments, and accelerated rewards are also available on Smart Buy spends, right? So makes a no-brainer to have this card for business users. Since it makes a lot of sense for me, I have put it at number 1 for me. But if you were to say, I would keep all the 3 cards from HDFC, Business Black, Diners Black Metal and Infinia. So if HDFC can give me Diners Black Metal also, I would be very happy. With that, let us come to an end in today's video. I had to work hard a lot, my throat is paining. Folks, do let me know in the comment section what you think about the cards that we have discussed, what about the ratings and all that, and let me know if you disagree with anything, feel free to discuss. You look at the newsletter, subscribe to the channel, and also reach out to Holistic Prime Wealth if you're interested. Thank you for watching.